How much y'all want to collect monthly? Tell me how much you need to collect monthly to get to your annual goal. Tell me that in the chat. Drop that in the chat. So what's going on, family? As y'all know, or may not know, my name is Apolline Damage. They call me the Magic Mogul. And I do credit alchemy. That's why I like to call it now. I don't do credit repair. I do credit alchemy. Ask about me. Check the testimonials. I get results in a month or less, sometimes 2 weeks. According to, some people, well, let's get it. So yeah, I just need everybody to have their cameras on, because if everybody don't got their cameras on, we can't give y'all we gonna give y'all the same energy y'all give us. Right? So if y'all came into this mentorship wanting results, the results is gonna be a reflection of what you put out. So I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I feel like I spoke my spill. Let's jump into it, y'all. Let's jump right into it.
What's going on, family? What's going on? Great morning, great morning. How we feeling today? Drop it in the chat. I know it's Monday. I love Mondays, personally. Let's get it. Drop it in the chat. In one word, how we feeling, right? We want to be more intentional. That's why we got the intro and intention. Let's get it in the chat. Drop one word, how you feeling, right? Direct to the point, one word, encapsulate it all. I see magnificent. Wow. Amazing. Okay. Great. Blessed. I love that. Blessed. And highly favored, Sophie. Okay, you just got blessed right quick. Let's get it, y'all. For those who know me, for those who don't know me, to reiterate, my name is Jasmine Ruby. That's Rubie. If you spell it with a Y, it's simply not me, and I will not respond, right? I am your certified energy coach, and I help you to leverage your brand identity to make you money, right? So with all that we know and that I love to speak about, entrepreneurs, 48% of them, they really think bigger picture than the rest of the world, right? So as your energy coach, I recharge you to trust in yourself and really bet on your bigger picture, right? We don't have dreams for them not to come true. We don't set goals for us not to reach them. So let's get into this intention for today, because every day is intentional. In what way? That's what we're here to figure out now. So let's really talk about it. I love it. Grateful, grateful, grateful. I love it in the chat. Okay. Let's get it. Can y'all drop some battery emojis in the chat? I need to feel the energy, because we decided as a team, as a collective, the Luhv Plus coaches, that we need to come straight for the commitments in the morning, right? Because how many of us enjoyed the time to work on Friday? I want to know real time, real results. If you enjoyed the time to work on Friday, put time to work in the chat. And we need you to be honest, right? Because in order for you to bet on yourself, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to analyze what it is that you're doing for yourself, with yourself, and around yourself. Who is around you, right? So if you enjoyed that time to work on Friday, put time to work in the chat, because we're thinking about doing that every Friday, right? Let's get it. Okay, time to work, time to work, time to work. Okay. I know we asked everyone to do a whole list of things, yeah? Right? With the storyline, right? With your mission statement, and everything that we do on a committed basis. So I want to know who did these commitments this week, right? I want to know who actually locked in and knows that this is a lifestyle. And this is not just something that are tasked to get done, because quite frankly, we only have a few more weeks left, right? So with the commitments throughout the week, who has done their value alignment exercise, dedicating 30 minutes to identify your list of core values, to commit to aligning to your actions that the values placed a hold on you throughout the week, crafting that mission statement. Who did the mission statement? And as we go through, I want to see in the chat, we talked about values. Who did their value alignment? Put value in the chat. Who did their mission statement? Put mission statement in the chat, right? That mission statement, committing to drafting a concise personal mission statement in 2 to 3 sentences that encapsulate your values and your aspiration. You see, we talk about a storyline, but everything that we're doing when it comes to the commitment is also a storyline. Why? Because when you bet on yourself, you're creating your story. and your story gives you your glory. Okay, I got some few mission statements in the chat. Only got one value. One person did the value alignment exercise. One person out of how many people them in here? 26. Public speaking practice. Who committed to creating a 2-minute version of your personalized story using that timeline? I want you to drop public speaking in the chat if you did that. Let's get it. And who created their SMART goals, those specific, measurable, actionable, right? Reasonable, and put a time on their goals. Who did the SMART goals? I want you to drop SMART in the chat. I need to see it. So we have value, we have public speaking, we had SMART goals, we had, okay. I see. Okay. I see one person that did it all. So how are we betting on ourselves? How are we betting on ourselves if we're not doing the commitments? If we're not getting the work done? If you don't bet on yourself, then nothing gets done. You could do one exercise out of 7, and what does that really do for you? That's not fully betting on yourself. So I want to know 30 seconds or less. I want to know 30 seconds or less who betted on themselves and really committed to these commitments. Who actually did the work? Who actually been posting? I've been seeing Vanita post her homework every day. Shout out to you, Queen. Like, who's actually doing the work, right? Because when we talk about bet on yourself, and there's actually a group on Luhv Plus that allows you every single day to tap in on different tasks to accelerate, to bet on yourself and remind you how confident you are. Matter of fact, King Abilene, can you drop the link in the chat to that group? That is my group specifically, right? Because when it comes to betting on yourself, when it comes to believing in your bigger picture, when it comes to being intentional every day, you have to bet on yourself because no one's going to get it done for you, right? You are your charger to your phone. You are your updated software to your phone. That is who you are in your life. So if you're ready to bet on yourself and come up, share 30 seconds or less, I need you to drop bet on yourself in the chat. Because every day we have to bet on ourselves. It may look different. Last night, I know I spoke to y'all about certain habits that I have. And every week I'm applying to one grant. Every week I'm applying to one grant. And I checked my habit calendar and I saw that I didn't apply last week. And it's 1:30 in the morning, Monday, February 5th. And I'm like, all right, we got the accountability call. Like, I could just double up next week, right? I could have just doubled up next week. But no, I stayed up till 2:15 and got that grant in because that grant was worth $2,700. And that $2,700 is mine. Why? Because I'm intentional. And I'm betting on myself to say, this is what I'm going to do, so I have to get it done. And how is that best going to help you? It's going to help you when you track it. But we can't track we can't track something that we're not doing. So I want y'all to raise your virtual hands. Let us know 30 seconds or less the work that was done. Who did the values? Who did the mission statement? Who did the SMART goals? What is your SMART goals? 30 seconds or less. Let's raise your hands. Let's be intentional with how we come up and what we share, so that way you can get the real actions and the real results in real time.
I
But if we
keep it
didn't
real
do
with
the
you,
work, we
man.
could just head out. We could just head out.
I keep it real with you. Okay, V got a hand raised, but I don't see hand raised. I don't see hands raised, and that means that a lot of people didn't do it. So we gonna do it real time. We gonna do it real time because why? This is the accountability code. So if you ain't do it, that means you're gonna do it right now. You're gonna do it right now. And we're not saying these things for us. It's not benefiting us, it's benefiting you. You got into this program for results. So the things, this blueprint, this layout, the things that we're asking you guys to do is really for you. It's really so that you could go out there and know how to articulate what it is that you do. It's really for you to go out there and be able to speak to people and not make people feel like those people in the mall. You know, those people in the mall, hey, you want to try this cologne? Can I rub your hands with some soap? You don't want to be that person. You want to make people feel like, damn, I want to try that soap because of the way that you articulated your pitch. So this is for you. That's why we're, asking you guys to do these things. So V, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, my bad. I gotta send you a request.
I got her.
All right, cool.
Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. I completed everything on my task except for the public speaking. I did start the timeline and I started writing down exactly what I wanted to say. Um, so that's the only thing that I did not complete. But the core values, mission statement, SMART goals, exact amount of money, like everything else I completed. So for the public speaking one, I was trying to determine exactly what would be relevant because I don't know if you see, well, you can't see it, but I wrote, a story in my phone about, my life and different times in my life. So, and it's only supposed to be 5 minutes. I was just trying to figure out exactly what to put in it. So that's the only thing that I didn't complete.
Yeah,
All right.
Cruz had to read some of what you wrote.
Right.
Oh,
Like your
okay.
value or your mission statement, pick some.
Wait, which one? Read what?
Read anything of what you wrote
Oh, okay. With my public speaking?
with the work that you did.
Okay, so well, I can start with my core values. My core values, I put integrity, kindness, empathy, creativity, advocacy, and dependability. My mission statement was I assist homeowners who find that their property has become more of a burden for them than a blessing and they need to sell. My mission is to give them a sense of relief in 30 days or less. So one of my SMART goals was my Etsy shop will be open Sunday to 11. I will make 5 digital products. I also made a goal to make more of a presence or Instagram for my Etsy shop by 2/9. And then also goal 3 was complete 2 MMA training videos by 2/9. Okay, so I have exact amount of money. I don't know how much you guys want me to read.
Run it up. Keep it
Okay,
going. Keep
so
it going. Speak it into
all right.
existence.
All right, so task 1, exact amount of money. I choose to make, I am making 15K a month passive income by May 20th, 2024. I choose this amount to assist with paying debt, being able to prepare to purchase a multifamily 12-unit building, preparing to move out of my parents' house, to be emancipated from financial worry, to get private, to assist my parents with financial help. My intention to give, I would like to give my time and energy to obtaining the 15K a month. I would educate those that want to know what I'm doing, especially my family. I chose this because it makes me feel a sense of gratifications when I help others unlock things that they didn't know that they can do, and it gives them a sense of hope and opportunity. Okay, so a definite date, May 20th, 2024, I will make 15K a month of passive income. I choose a state because it's my father's birthday. And I want to show him that I did it. Let me keep going.
Honestly, let me say this because I know Jazz is about to jump in. Wonderful job, wonderful job. Send V some love in the chat because just that last part though, that's the only part I would correct. But otherwise, you
What
did
last part?
on May 15th, I will, right? But before
Okay.
you spoke it as if it was already done. That's the key in how you should word your things, right? So on the last part, you said on May 15th, I will. On May 15th, I remember doing this, that, the third. So you speak as if it already happened, and all you're doing in this present moment is reliving that vision. So that's the key when it comes to how you word your things, like as if it's already done. I'm just reliving it. You know what I'm saying? But I love how you worded everything. Like, I assist people. I've done this. This is what I did. So when you word it like that, it's now like now you could step into that in your mind's eye, having that imagination, and you could close your eyes and see yourself doing those things, and it gives you those missing pieces to your puzzle.
Okay.
Love it, V. Love it. Love it.
Yes, I
Good
love it
job.
too. Make sure y'all show some love in the chat for V.
Thank you.
And Queen V, I want to ask you too. With the mission statement, right? Make sure you put in the beginning what you are, right? I am a real estate specialist, or I am a commercial investor that assists with bling, 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 so that they can, you know, categorize what it is your quote unquote title is. But how did, like, because you did a lot of the work, right? And this was something I was always privy to being a kid. Like, I just love doing the work, right? I just love doing other people's work. I got in trouble for that, right? How did you feel like doing the work that was assigned? Like, what did it provide for you? How did it really make you feel?
It made me feel good because I actually accomplished it. A lot of times I push things off, but like actually getting the work done, it made me feel accomplished, and it made me feel like I can actually get this done. You know, it gave me a sense of like, okay, well, you're doing this, you have to get it done, especially since I put dates on it. And then especially with sharing with you guys, so you guys are gonna keep me accountable and I'm gonna keep myself accountable. So it's like I have to do the work. So it just pushes me forward.
Absolutely. Y'all show some love to Queen V in the chat. Show some love. Thank you for sharing, Queen. We see you.
Thank you.
We see the growth already. Like,
I'm
been
trying, I'm
seeing.
shaking.
No trying, you getting it done. This is
That's
the
crazy. We
direct
can't even
result.
see that. We can't even see that. That's the crazy part. I was thinking out in my head, like, is this the same V that says she's an introvert? Like, what? First
Nah, we
person.
don't even know that V. It's not the same V. It's not.
Queen
Word. All
Sophie,
right,
you
let's get
got
it. Queen Sophie, come through,
what's up?
Queen.
Good morning, guys. Um, I don't know why I always have to follow V, but here I am. Awesome job, by the way. You are awesome and an inspiration. So my integrity is, my values is integrity, commitment, and results. And my mission statement stays the same from the last time: to educate others to become the best version of themselves by inspiring and nurturing young minds to focus on their dreams and not the dreams of others. And I will be doing so by educating them, uh, some financial education on how to accomplish their dreams. I will also be educating them on how to own their home at a younger age than I did, and also just to coach and counsel them on not giving up and not giving up on their dreams. I I had somewhat of a public speaking on Saturday for those who were on my financial date night. It went well. I know that the results will be coming in shortly, and that is also one of my SMART goal is to write at least 5 to 6 IULs or life insurance in the month of February, and that will help me accomplish my goal of making 20K per month. It may not happen February, but it will be doubled in March. And I'm speaking it into existence because that's what I want. And I'm betting on myself because I know what my why is, and that's my parents, and that's being able to give them an awesome gift this December for their 60th wedding anniversary. And so my why is going to stay the same all the way through. Time to work. I am working diligently every day on my task of the life insurance GFI group that I'm with, and also working on getting a multifamily home in Orlando by May. I did speak with Double R yesterday, and she gave me some pointers. She gave me some other sites to look at. She also gave my information to someone in Orlando that's going to be reaching out to me. So that's where I'm at right now. I do need to do some more public speaking so I can build more confidence. And if that means just doing this financial date night a couple of times until I master it, I will definitely do that and go on to the next step of acquiring a business by the end of June. So June 30th, I will acquire a business, a plumbing company by June 30th. That's where I'm at. This makes me really nervous.
No, I need y'all to show some love to Queen Sophie in the chat. Show some love to Queen Sophie. Y'all coming up here and talking about how y'all doing the work. Forget that last sentence that brings you back to who you was before you said all that. You're not getting nervous.
I know.
You're not
Okay.
shaking. This is exactly where you meant to be to do what you have to do to get to where you're gonna get to. So you doing it real time, real results, real action. Shout out to Queen Sophie. Show some love in the chat for her. And congratulations on your financial night. I had a home buyer seminar for my brokerage. That's why I wasn't there. But the flyer damn sure made me want to come because I was like, oh, who gonna meet this?
We'll do it again. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Let's get it. Show some love to Queen Sophie. I bet. King Apolline, I think we had something before that. Cause I know we hear from Queen V. I know we heard from Queen Sophie, but King App, I feel like there's too many people that's just sitting here quiet. And I feel like we should just pop a random pop kettle corn and just call somebody up because this
I
is
think
their
so
lives. This
too.
is your lives. This is our lives. Like Apolline said, we don't do this just to come up here and speak. Like this is what we have to do to get to where we want to be. Right? So App, what you think? I think we should just pop the kettle on with somebody.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm
Y'all
looking
know
through the
Apolline
gallery.
good at this now.
I'm looking through the gallery now. Don't be sweating now. I see somebody just broke a sweat. Hold up. Somebody just broke a sweat. Hold up. We gonna go with
Call them out.
we gonna go with we gonna go with Ash the Assassin. Ash
Mm,
the Assassin. What's going on?
yeah,
On the spot, we gonna get this work done.
I would say, yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Okay, so I spoke we spoke last night, but I said remind me of what it is that because I wasn't too involved. Let me go back up.
Yeah, let them know what we doing, Jazz.
All right, bet. So we're gonna start with the task of the week, right? So
Hmm.
basically with the mindset motivational calls, right? We have time that we have to work in real time, right? So we have to set intentional, we have to set SMART goals, we have to commit. These are all tasks that we're assigning to ourselves daily, right? And then we revisit them and we reanalyze what it is we need to get to that actual goal. So the task of the week on this PDF, if you want to drop the PDF in the chat app so that way he can download it. The task of the week are the exact money. So you're going to fix in your mind the exact money that you want to make, the exact money that you desire, right? Just to say, I want plenty of money. That's not specific enough. That's not intentional enough, right? And why are you choosing that specific amount? You're going to give examples like, is it to pay off your debt? Is it to fund your next acquisition? What is the reason you need to make that X amount of dollars, which will bring you more energy towards making that actual amount, right? All right, keep going,
Okay.
King. And then we have our task 2 to give intention, right? So you're going to determine exactly what it is that you are giving in return for the money that you desire, right? So what is the work that you are going to do? What is the cause that's going to affect you to gain the revenue that you put down that you want, right? I would like to give what by what. So whether that's you doing webinars, whether that's you like how Sophie did her Zoom, whether that's you coming with a group of people and figuring out how you can all break bread together. There's different things that will make you feel as though you're in a generous standpoint that now helps you to reach your goals, right? Because in order to get, you do have to give. You're going to put a definite date on it, establishing that definite date when you intend to possess the money that you desire. What is your date? Are we working real time? I thought that was Friday. All right. You want
Let's
answer
stop
these
there.
right
Let's
now?
stop there because that's like
Yeah, I was trying to it was stacking on me. I was
yeah,
trying to remember, but yeah.
yeah. Let's do those three.
Let me go
Let's
back to the first one. It was the amount of money and why I wanted to make that. Okay.
exact amount of money. Why did you choose that amount of money and
Gotcha.
Is
what
this
you're willing
like
to
a monthly
give?
basis or a weekly basis or does it matter?
Yeah, let's do monthly. Let's do monthly. Well, you can have
All
your
right,
annual amount in your mind, but what do you need to make monthly to get to that annual goal?
I'm gonna say, hold on, can you scroll back up, Jazz? To
Hold
like
up,
the first one,
everything's
look one more
slow.
time. The exact amount you desire. Planet. Okay. Um, I will make. Nah, that's too little. I ain't even gonna stunt.
Mm-hmm. Talk that big talk. We ain't doing nothing little in
Yeah, cause I
2024.
got it. Wow, you know it's real life going. Let me see. I will make 20,000, and I'm here in May, and that's my birth month. So I'm gonna say by May, I will make 20,000 reoccurrently by May the 1st, 2024, and there was supposed to be a reason why, correct?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so make sure as you're saying this that you're writing it down.
Okay, for sure. Let me write some on my laptop. I got on my notes right here. 20,000 a month, May 1st, 2024. Determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money and what you desire. Mm. Okay, for the money in which it is that I desire, what it is that I will give or what it is that I will provide is affordable housing, affordable spaces for individuals to live or to reside, if that makes sense.
So what determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money. So how are you going to get that monthly amount? And you said through affordable housing.
Mhm. Affordable housing, Section 8 and like rentals.
Okay. Keep going, app.
There's no such thing.
And I would even break that down further, right? Like your
Yeah, more
affordable
specific.
housing, your rentals, like, okay, how many tenants do you have? What is their rent? How does that equate to the exact number that you're gonna do? Do you have to raise rents, or what is it that you're going to monetarily wise for each tenant or each affordable housing client that you have? How is that number gonna get you to your ultimate goal? So that's the breakdown that you should definitely be doing.
Okay, for sure. And I'll be sure to edit that. And I'll post in the group once I have that detail. Number
Mm-mm.
three.
We doing it real time because you
Oh,
ain't
you
break
want? Oh, okay. So go back up. I'll do. Okay, my fault.
right
Go
now.
ahead. Go.
Yeah, so put it all together. What you had in mind, put it all together into one sentence.
Okay. Let me see. I will make $20,000 a month passively, and
By
the second end. Hold on. Go back up. The second end was what was it? What I intended to do with the money? I forget what it said.
So I make
What you intend to
20K
give?
passively by.
Okay, I make 20K passively by
hold on, let me stop you
rent.
right there. How do you feel a difference in that? Like I will and I make like saying it as if it already is. Like, do you feel a difference in your spirit when you say it that way? I just want
Between
to know
like I
if I'm
will and I
right or not.
make.
Yeah.
It's
Between
somewhat they kind of relate to the same thing, but there is a difference amongst like saying it for sure. Um, I will
you like I
by saying
will,
I will I make.
which one you like better? Which one feels better to you?
Between I will and
Yeah.
I have.
Okay.
So I have made 20. Oh, I will. Well, yeah, I said I will make $20,000 passively a month by utilizing my multifamily property, renting out for Section 8, affiliate marketing through renters insurance, um, Turo business, by renting out cars through that of my Turo business. Mm, Yeah, that's really all I got for right now.
All right, let's get it. So with the rental, you have like you're gonna basically write down the number value so that way it makes sense to get to the goal that you want. All right.
Correct.
All right. What's the next test, Apolline? Oh, and there it goes.
We going into the next section, y'all. Bet on yourself. You already know you gotta bet on yourself. Queen Jazz, what you got for us?
Perfect. So Ash, basically in real time, like exactly what we were doing is how you bet on yourself, right? Knowing that you have the opportunity to just align what it is you need to get done, right? So I want everybody in the chat to drop bet. B-E-T, drop bet. B-E-T, drop bet. And I want you to look in the chat and see the word bet, because without belief, there is no bet. Without you believing that there's all that you can do, there is no bet. You see, in order to bet on yourself, right? Your success matters, and you have to remind yourself daily, right? You want to continue to lock into those commitments that we spoke about earlier, but making that switch from trying to doing. So I was really pleased to hear from those that came up, in their language, there was no trying. I want you to drop no trying in the chat. Everything we do, everything we manifest, everything we build, right? Because we already have it. That is the skill of manifestation, along with our 5 pillars. Does anybody remember those 5 pillars from when we first started? Because those are keys to unlocking the true bet on oneself. Does anybody remember the 5 pillars? Anyone? Matter of fact, just anybody raise their hand. Raise their virtual hand real quick. Anybody remember the 5 pillars? Okay. Queen Kira, what's up?
Good morning, family. How y'all doing?
Great morning.
Yes, I think this is what you're talking about. Mindset, identity, speaking, connectivity, accountability equals manifesting, which is consistency and change.
Absolutely. Throw some love in the chat for Queen Kira. Thank you, Queen. You're looking beautiful as ever, might I add.
Thank you.
So exactly, mindset, identity, speaking, connecting, and accountability. These are the 5 pillars that you remind yourself daily in all that you are doing in order for you to really bet on yourself. You see, everything that we have assigned and aligned for us to get done comes from us. Nobody is going to set the goals for us. So there is an automatic switch that everyone here has that tells you to go from, okay, maybe I'll do it or I'll put it off, to no, let's get it done. And that energy, that switch that you have inside of you, when it comes alive, it now transforms your entire life to doing exactly what it is you need to get done to get where you need to be. So at this time, I want everyone, if you haven't joined the Bet on Yourself already group chat, we do speak about in that group chat as well about how to leverage your job as a strategic partnership to really take you to the next level, looking at what skills you already possess from that one job and how it will be imperative to now move to your business, your job, and provide all the value and time into your business. So that is essentially what that group, how it started, right? When I retired from corporate personally, but just putting all the energy that you do into someone else's business and now back into you. You're building that battery back to bet on yourself. So at this time, I want everybody take a deep breath. Ready? On 3. Everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's do one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. We are soaking in everything that we just went through and know that everything that we do is working in our favor. Why? Because we believe in betting on ourselves. There is no bet without belief. So now, I need everybody with their mics off mute, because I had to get, real, belief and bet on y'all. But I got to turn the energy up one time for the one time, because I'm the girl. I'm the it girl. I'm the it gal. I need everybody mics off mute we have to welcome our brother, our coach crew, our two comma crew, right? Because it's time to start the party. It's time to hear the man of the hour, the man of the day, the man of these accountability program and motivational calls. Mike's off mute. Welcome him. Welcome yourself. Rejoin, recharge yourself to know exactly what's about to happen in this very space right now. Make some noise. Let's get it. Mike's off mute. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey,
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Get it.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
Peace, love, and beautiful energy to everybody. I see all these beautiful people, family, friends. What's up? What's up? What's up? Look, I want to say this. I want to say you could be anywhere, but you decided to be here. So if you decided to be here, that means that you care about your life. That means that you care about your well-being. That means that you care about your success. So look, I want to say money. Money is very important, right? Most of us say money is not important. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how important money is for you. Let me know in the chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is money? Somebody put 1 million in there, I think. What was that about? On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is money to you? 10, 8, 9. Really, I think if anybody put less than a 10, I think I would love for you to rethink why, right? In fact, anybody who's put less than a 10, raise your virtual hand real fast and tell me why you didn't choose 10. Whoever put less than a 10, raise your virtual hand, tell me why you didn't choose 10.
We got Mia and Naya. They put 8. All right, come through, Mia. You unmuted, Queen.
Oh, hey, good morning. I chose 10 because I was a real estate investor before the crash in 2008, and I went from having a lot of money to having nothing in a matter of months. And I realized at that point, money wasn't what I was searching for. It was what money was bringing to me. And my family was healthy. I had a home, I had a car, I had all of the things that most people strive for. And I took a look at my blessings and I realized that I guess the question is a little skewed because there's a difference between having wealth or having a plethora of money versus just trying to get by. So I was never in a situation where I was just trying to get by, but money is not what I'm chasing. I'm chasing a lifestyle. I'm chasing freedom of time. And as long as I have the ability to spend time with my family, create memories with my family, and my family is healthy, that is more important to me than money. Money's nice, though. I will take fractional jet ownership for the win. So I'm not saying I don't want to have money. I'm just saying that's not the most important thing to me. Having lost people in my life, it's definitely not the number one thing in my life.
Absolutely. And understand this, everybody. That might be everybody's feeling, right? And I want to send you a lot of love too, Mia, just because. One of the things about this money thing is that if you live here in the United States, money is a part of everything. And it costs you money just to do anything. Now, here's the issue with that. The issue is if we don't recognize that, then we fall short on creating the life that we truly want because it costs us money to create the life that we truly want. Yes or yes? Let me know in the chat. Or you can put no if you just totally disagree. But everybody send some love to me in the chat. Also, let's go to the next person. I want to know, why didn't you choose 10? Money is important to you on a scale of 1 to 10. Why didn't you choose 10? Let's go.
Queen Tracy. Great morning, Queen.
Good morning. Kind of similar. I never wanted to put money first, even when I was in the corporate world and I, made good money. I didn't want to stay at a job because of the money. Because I feel like if I put it number one and focus on just money, that it won't come to me as easily. And just like kind of like Mia explained, there's other things that's more important to me, like life, family, being thankful for, the things that I have, especially in my life and being able to get up in the morning and do for myself. Money is important, but I just never put it first because I just feel like, it's not going to come to me as easily if I'm always chasing money.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love that. Everybody send some love to Tracy in a chat. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate you for that, Queen. Listen, y'all, when you talk about money, right, we have to change our relationship when it comes to money. We have to develop a new relationship when it comes to money. See, the thing is, if the scale of 1 to 10 and you choose an 8 or you choose a 10, it's not saying that you love money any less. We just recognize the value of it and the importance of money. Who here would love to have a lot more money? Put a 1 in the chat, put a 0 in the chat if you don't, put a 1 in the chat if you do. Let's go to the next person while we get that in.
Absolutely. We got King Anthony. How we doing?
Team No Sleep in the building. Mi gente.
Mi gente.
What up, family?
What up?
Now with a new baby, it's really again Team No Sleep. For me, money is a tool and is a resource that gives me options because, I just want to invest more time with the family. Instead of having to rise up early to go chase money and work for someone else, I want to rise up early for me, being able to provide for my family and my brothers. I want to be able to show them what could be done, and that's what I'm here to work for more money. But it's all about like the mindset. So that's why we're here every morning, because mindset gets negative real quick. So that's I wanted to share.
Super fast, super fast. Everybody send some love in the chat for Anthony. Anthony, send some love in the chat. Look, so the money that you want will get you a lot of what you actually want, right? Like, so when it comes to money, right, how much more could you spend with the people that you love? How much more time could you spend with the people that you love? How much better could the experiences be with the people that you love if you had more money? Money is very important. Let me ask you again real fast. How important is money from a scale of 1 to 10? Let me see the answers in chat. Don't put anything because you think I want you to put a 10. I'm not saying that. My whole purpose is to help you see difficulty differently. My whole purpose is to help you become more effective in less time. My purpose is for you to see things in a way that's going to work for you. And if you are saying that money is not important, but then the things that's behind what's important takes money, then are you really thinking that money is important, or are you just answering the way that you think people want you to answer? I would love for you to give a thought to that. So now let me share can I share my screen and break down a little bit of things about money? Can I do that? First of all, what type of money do we have today? In today's society, I want to know what type of money do we have in today's society? Put the answer in the chat, and I better see the correct answer in the chat. I better not see nothing else. I better see the correct answer. What's the type of money that we have currently in the United States and in mostly around the world? Fiat currency. What else? What else? Put the answers in the chat. You see a lot of people stuck right now. They ain't ready to push the button. They're like, I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong. It ain't about getting it wrong. It's about getting it right. I think that went over some of y'all head. It ain't about getting it wrong. It's about getting it right. It's about getting it right. All right? So people putting debt, people putting US dollars, people putting paper in there, what's in it, unsecured, all of these things are great. But the truth of the matter is, do we know where money started from? Somebody put gold in the chat. Gold is what type of money? What type of form of money is gold? Put the answer in the chat. And y'all should be looking this up while I'm talking about it. Gold, nothing but less, nothing less, right, Jasmine? Nothing less than golden, all right? What is gold? What type of money is gold? It's a commodity, right? It's a commodity. Okay, cool. What was created after the commodity? The paper, right? The legal tender, right? The legal tender to say, okay, this paper is backed by the commodity, which would be gold, silver, right? And then what came after that? The fiat currency, which we have now. Everybody drop fiat in the chat because that is what we have. We have fiat currency. Yes, this is all based upon credit. The entire money system that we currently have is based upon credibility. Even when you go to work, you are placed in a credited system. You go do work before you get paid. That is called credit. You are crediting the fact that your employer is going to pay you money based upon the work that you have done already. That is a credit. So you're the one that's in charge of the credit. But if you don't know that you're the one that's in charge of the credit, you start to think that you're the one that is debted. So let's start to share some screens, and I want to break down some money things. All right. I want to break down some money things for everybody. This is where it gets important. This is where it gets important. Everybody drop the word money in the chat. Drop the word money in the chat. Get comfortable with money. Money is a friend of yours. See, the thing about it is you have to communicate with your money. See, some of y'all have friends and y'all communicate poorly with your friends. Yeah, girl, that look good on you. Take your money. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my money out here. That look good. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna spend my money on this. Yeah, put my money here, put my money there. And come on, you're not being honest with yourself here. You're not being honest with yourself. Your money doesn't look good being spent up on Netflix. Your money doesn't look good being spent up on Netflix. You already understand that we went through the mindset, the identity, the speaking ability, the connecting ability, ultimately the accountability. So now when we get down to what's accountability, right? Discipline and consistency. In order to manifest, you must have change and consistency, right? So we understand that, well, what is the change part? If you don't change, you don't make dollars. If you don't change, you don't make dollars. That's a short version, right? If you don't change to become who you want to be, you don't make the dollars that you want to make. So you have to first understand the root of things. Everybody drop money in the chat again. Money. So when it comes to the money, right? What's the root word? It's a root word within money, but the root word is even a short word for something else. And here we're gonna break it down. So let's bring up the markers, right? So the root word here in the money is mo. What is mo a short word for? What is mo a short word for? More. What else? What else? Come on. I need you to be fast. I need your brain to be working because you're not going to get it if you're not working with me. If you're just listening to it, I heard it before. No, you got to work. Mo. Mo what? Mo means what? Motion. Now, think about more, right? Because more and motion and momentum all is hand in hand, right? If you have more, then you have motion. If you have motion, then you have more. If you have more and you have more motion, you have what we call momentum. So money is starting to pick up steam as momentum. What is steam a form of? What is steam a form of? Let me know in the chat. What is steam a form of? What is steam a form of? Energy, water, what else? Right? Hey, some people, they paying attention today. They paying attention. It's a form of energy, right? What type of energy is it? Because when you talk about a fiat system now, what is it feeding? What is the fiat system feeding? You got to feed it. It's a system. You got to feed the system something, right? As a person who works in finance, you got to feed the system numbers, right? As a person who works in, the movies, you got to feed the person information. You got to feed the person direction. You got to feed the person a storyline, right? So you have to feed the system something. What are you feeding the system of the fiat? You're feeding it energy. What is the energy? What is the energy? We have to understand what the energy is. The energies are waves. So your money is going to go through what? your money is going to go through what? Waves. Your money is going to go through waves. What do the waves represent? Somebody let me know before I write it. What does the wave represent? What does the wave represent? Motion, up and down, current, right? So you're going to have these. Okay, that's a little too big right there. All right, so you're going to have these moments where it's going up, and you're going to have these moments where it's going down. Are you familiar with that? How many times do you have money in your pocket and it's like, oh, I got a lot of rent? You got money in your bank account, oh, I got a lot of that. But then there's times it's like, hey, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going out this weekend, y'all. Somebody asking if they can hold $1. Man, I might be the one that need to hold $1 today. So you understand? Like yesterday, I was the one lending it, but today I'm the one needing it. It's because it goes through waves. It's a natural cycle for it to go through waves. It's a motion of ups and downs. You're going to have a lot of it. You're going to have a little bit. You're going to have a lot of it. You're going to have a little bit. What is the key to keeping a lot of it? Some of y'all think saving is the way to keep a lot of it, right? What's the way to keeping a lot of it? What's the way to keeping a lot of money? Assets. What else? Investing. What else? But how many of you actually investing? How many of you actually own assets? Ooh, what did Bruce say just now? Bruce said circulate. So when you start thinking about circulation in waves, the word current starts to play a role. What current can also mean waves, right? But what can current also mean in today's world? What can current also mean? Now. What are you doing now with the money? See, because sometimes y'all like to get the money and you like to hold it into your bank account. Is that current or is that stopping the current? Something for you to think about as we continue to go on. So now money is about currency, which is about circulation. Your money has to keep moving. Everybody put into the chat, money has to keep moving. If your money is not moving, your money is losing. Jasmine, write that down, please. Apolline, put that in the ball. If your money is not moving, your money is losing. Please understand that. If you're looking to save money, you have already lost it. Drop those M's in the chat. It's all about the circulation. See, now where at? Like, where do you find the circulation at? You find the circulation at in the people, the places, the people, the things. So where's your money go? Which places are your money ending up in, right? Is your money ending up in? Which people are you giving your money to? Which things are you putting your money in? Right? So these are the things you want to start to realize, because think about it. Wind is also a current, right? Wind also has currency. Wind also has a circulation. But guess what? If you block your circulation, you block your winds. If your money strategies aren't current, if you don't understand the waves, if you don't put out the best energy, if you have no motion, then guess what? You don't have any money because you blocked your blessings, right? And then let's talk about how you block the blessings. You block the blessings because of where you place the money. So you place the money in certain things that stops the circulation. So when we talk about wind, right? If I put a wall up against the wind, I'm not going to feel as much of the wind. If I put and what also looks like wind? Like if you look at these waves right here, what does this also look like? What does this also look like? These waves right here. This is technically wind, but what does it also look like? Water. So it's all synonymous. It's all the same thing. It's about winning, right? So when you think about it, if you have your money in circulation with the right people, the right places, the right things, then guess what? You will win. If you don't, you will end up being broke. Now, here's how we do it. Let me ask you a question. Which pieces, which places, which things are you putting your money into that causes you to stop the circulation of the money? Let me know in the chat. Which things in your life do you do that when you take the money out of your wallet or your bank account or your credit card or whatever it is that you do, you place it into a place, a person, or a thing, and it doesn't come back to you. Write them out right now. Just don't put subscriptions, because that's not true. Because certain subscriptions allow you to actually circulate the money. So let's be specific about this. Let's be specific about which people, because not all people, because you invest into me, I'm gonna help you get that money back. Okay, you invest into my program, I'm gonna help you get the money back. So where? Be specific. Don't just say family, because it's not true. Be specific. It has some truth to it, but it's kind of true, but it's not the truth, right? So let's be real with this. Answer it out. No, be specific. So for example, food, right? Food, you place your money into food, right? But food does not circulate your money back. As soon as you put the money out there, it stops right there, right? So here's how you can realize what circulation means. If you buy something that somebody else is willing to buy from you, that's circulation. When you pay your money to go into mentorship, what's happening? You're purchasing something, whether it's information, whether it's an idea that somebody else would like to purchase from you. Just like they did, just like the same mentors that you purchased from, they purchased information from somebody else that now somebody else would like to purchase from. This is the cycle. This has been going on. When you buy a spoon and you buy what we would say wholesale on the spoons, you buy spoons at a discounted rate and you get so many of them because you're going to do what with the spoons? Sell them, right? You're going to sell them. So you're going to purchase something that somebody else would love to purchase. This is how you circulate the money. When you put your money into a life insurance policy, do you understand how you're getting money back? Because you're paying into somebody else's program. It's a program. The life insurance is a program. And it's saying, if you give me your money, I can take your money and I can go put it with other people's money to make sure that we can get a lump sum of money, because we're loaning the money off and we get interest on the money. Now I can pay you out some money. If y'all follow me, put follow in the chat. If y'all lost, put lost in the chat. Because this is very important right here. This is highly important. You have to understand what's happening to the money. The money is being circulated. When you put your money in an asset, you acquire, say you acquire a property, you purchase a property. When you purchase the property, you're purchasing the property with the intention for somebody else to purchase what you just purchased. Well, maybe they're not purchasing it from you because you're not doing a fix and flip. Maybe you're doing a fix and hold, and they're renting. They're purchasing the property on a day-to-day basis with the intent to give it back to you. This is circulation. Am I making this up, or is this accurate? Let me know in the chat. Are y'all following this, or is this what's going on here? Because I don't see nothing going on in the chat. This is the way to have your money circulate. What's another way to have your money circulate? Investments, right? You might go into the stocks. The stocks, the same thing like the life insurance. Life insurance is more of an updated stock. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You're putting your money into a vehicle, and then from that vehicle is being moved somewhere else in order to be able to come back to you. So if I take this $1 bill and I pass it to Bruce, because Bruce has a pencil, and I purchase his pencil, that same $1 that he got from me, it's not going to stay in his account and disappear with Bruce. He's going to take that money and do what with it? He's going to take that money and do what with it? What's going to happen? He's going to take that money. If I pay you for a service, and you get the money, in fact, if your job pays you money, what do you do with that money? Do you just look at that money and be like, I did that. Yeah, man. That's me. You hang it up on a wall, or do you take the money and move the money? Do you take the money and move the money? Let me know. Move the money. It's circulation. That's what's happening. It is circulation. Now, here's what happens when you stop moving the money. See, some of you have stopped moving the money, so therefore, you don't get the win. This is you down here. So which areas do you spend your money on that stops the flow of your money? You might spend money on clothes. How many of y'all spend money on clothes? Put a 1 in the chat. If you spend money on clothes without the intent of selling clothes, you have stopped the money flow. You have stopped the circulation. If you stop the circulation on your blood, what happens to you? What happens to you? If you stop the circulation on your money, what happens to your money? Answer in the chat. Let's go. Right. So y'all understand this now. Now y'all see y'all understand what I'm saying now. So which activities do you participate in that stops the money flow? We said clothes, because you're not purchasing clothes to sell them. You're purchasing clothes to do what? See, this is when I knew that somebody was onto something genius. So yeah, y'all all know people who smoke, right? Y'all know people who smoke weed, smoke reefer, whatever they call it, hit the blunt, hit the L, hit the J, little puff, puff, pass, no give, whatever the case may be. You know the people. Put the 1 in the chat. This is when I knew that it was all the same. When a person came to me and said, yo, you know the reason why I sell bud? I said, why? He said, because I get to smoke for free. I said, what? He said, yeah, baby, I get to smoke for free. Guess what? All my friends been asking me, yo, can I hit the joint? Can I hit the J? Yo, why don't you roll up sometime? And I said, you know what? I'm going to take lead on this one. I'm going to go get the money. I'm going to go get the eighth. And then guess what? I'm going to roll them up some things. They're going to pay me. And guess what? Now I'm getting paid to smoke. I said, nah, boy, you're a genius. I said, because I used to do that with the candy in school. They used to ask me for the candy all the time. I went to go get the candy. And I said, you know what? Instead of giving this all away for free, and at the end of the day, I have nothing left, let me go and get surplus so that way I can sell it to people because they got the money already and they want it already. So it's a need. Okay, cool. Let me fulfill it. That was my first step into entrepreneurship, y'all. That was the flow of money. See, I went and I purchased something from the store. The store gave me back something that somebody else wants. See, the clothes that you purchase for yourself, nobody else wants that. But what do they want? They might want the knowledge. They might want something that they can utilize. They might want a tool or a product. They might want something. So the key is to start to look at whatever it is that you're spending your money on that is stopping the circulation of your money. So let's get to the nitty gritty because some of you are ducking and dodging. Answer the question, what are you spending your money on that's stopping the circulation of your money? Shout out to Mia. Mia already knew. Mia knew the vibe. She's been a hustler since day one, and now she's a businesswoman. Let me know, y'all. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Come on, don't play games with me, y'all. I stalled enough for y'all to give y'all some time to think. Come on, I did 5 minutes of stalling. Let's get back to it now. What are you spending your money on? Going out with friends. Wait a minute, there's something there though, right? Going out with friends could also be an exchange of currency, right? If you have the right friendships, the money that you put into your friendships will circle back. So you have to understand, what am I putting the money into? That's why down here, when we look, it says what? People, places, and things. This is how you circulate the money, but this is also how you stop the money. So get specific. You see how we can't get specific? This is why we don't know where the money's going. Because for some reason, we can't get specific. There we go. But be specific. I hear entertainment. I hear that. I hear meals. But guess what? You need food in order to stay alive, in order to circulate the money. So what's an example of that? Right? What's an example of that? That's just doing business. That's the cost of doing business, right? That's the cost of doing business. That's like taxes. In order for you to keep getting the money without the government saying, you know what, we need a piece of that, or else we're shutting you down, you got to give them a piece of that. That's the cost of doing business. That's the food. The food is just the cost of doing business. You got to stay alive, right? So what is it? Utilities, like what? Like what? Put the answers in the chat. Stop saying vague things, y'all. Tell me exactly what you're purchasing. Tell me exactly, because when you start saying exactly, your whole mind will change and you will see money in a different way because you have the money. You just put the money in the wrong places with the wrong people for the wrong things. That was a whole bar. That was a whole bar right there. All right. So let me help y'all out because y'all still missing a long shot here. We already did close, and that was a clear giveaway, right? Cool. Traveling. If you're traveling without the intent to sell the travel, you have put your money in a place for decirculation. You have put your money in a place to cut off your circulation. Okay? Is that clear? Anything that you purchase without the intent to have somebody else purchase it from you is a clear indication that you are stopping the circulation of your money anywhere. So let's go back to the idea. If you have money and you put your money in motion with the energy, see, understanding that it's going to come with ups and downs, but you keep staying current, you keep circulating the money, you're going to win. And there's going to be nothing that can block you. So before you become a VIP, you have to have PIVs. Somebody tell me what the PIV is. Before you can become a VIP, before you can become a very important person, before people just throw money at you, before people just do anything to buy you food or buy you dinners and all, you have to become PIV, passive income vehicles, right? Now, guess what? Some of y'all are not gonna, be passive. You might be semi-passive. You might be, fully earned income. The biggest thing is understanding that you got the income vehicle. So what's going to drive the money? What's going to be the driving force of the money? What's going to be the driving force of the money? Somebody answer the question. What's going to be the driving force of the money? What's the driving force of the money? Aha! Somebody's been paying attention. Somebody's been paying attention. Somebody's been paying attention. It's going to come from the circulation. So now you understand your purpose of money is for what? The purpose of money is for what? To circulate it. The purpose of money is to exchange resources, right? So when we talk about energy, energy is a resource. Energy is a resource. A dollar, when you talk about the fiat system, a dollar is basically, it's a stored resource. The energy is stored within a dollar. So then you know how much you can get. You know how much you can give. So just so you know, the same reason why, like, most people don't move and don't really go above and beyond for $50,000 a year, because it's stored energy. We already know it's not going to move us that much, and you already know it's not going to move you that much. So you don't come to work early and you don't leave late. You come to work right on time, just enough to get the motion that you need to get the money that you need. But that is not where we're at. We're in this space where we have the mindset that we know that we must be the person that acquires money. Okay, once we acquire money, we know why we're acquiring money, because we have an identity already. We know what we're going to do with that money. We need to speak to people who are going to help us move the money. We need to connect with businesses and other entrepreneurs that's going to allow us to move the money. And then we have to be disciplined and consistent enough to know that we can't just spend the money on anything and everything, because those days are over. We have to change that mindset. And we have to be consistent with understanding that we're going for something bigger and better than what we're manifesting. All right? So in order for our lives to change, it's not going to happen by chance. It's only going to happen by change. We must change our relationship with money starting today. You must understand going forward, if you're not putting your money in places where it circulates, you are going to have a hard time creating and keeping money, because money is about circulation. Where can you put it in place where it's working for you and not against you? If you are spending your money on Netflix and you're not utilizing the strategies from Netflix, it's costing you whatever it is that you're paying plus more that you're missing out on. The cost is way bigger than the price. How many of you would like to have places that you could put your money in that you could get dollars in return? Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen right now. And if that was helpful for anybody, let me know. Let me know if that was helpful for anybody. All right. So we can raise our hand, 30 seconds or less. If you feel like you want to chime in on what you just learned or what you just saw or any type of breakthrough that you may have gotten. But I'm telling you right now that you know how to circulate the money, because you put it in certain places, where are you going to put it at? You're going to put it in mentorships. Why? Because when you put it into mentorships, you're going to learn information that you can take to sell to other people. Trust me. All you need is to just be 2-3 steps ahead of where you used to be, because there's always somebody that's going to be where you used to be. If you walk into this community not knowing a lick about credit, not knowing a lick about funding, but then you got your credit repaired, you got your credit elevated, and then Apolline did credit alchemy for you, and then now you're in a space where you can get funded, and you got 6 figures in funding, 5 figures in funding, and then guess what happens? You're no longer that person who you used to be. And then now somebody else is taking that space in the universe, and now who do you become? You become the teacher. That's why we say you're a student in the master, because you will for always, forever, for your entire life become the student in the master. So now you're the master at learning how to take what you learned and now get paid off of it. So now what you do is you go to that other person who used to be you, and you say, I know what that feels like. I know what that was like. I'm going to help you out now. So now you take that energy, you put that in motion, and now you have an emotional thing that's been created because somebody sees that you're going to solve their problem. They take their money, they put it in your motion. Now the money is circulating. Same thing with the investments and the asset. But I want y'all to list it out. So right now inside the chat, list out all the ways that the money can circulate. It's not that many ways. So you're good. When I asked you the other way, and I said, tell me all the ways that your money is stopped, then that's a whole list of things. It's that number quadruples the amount of places where your money circulates. And that is the problem. We find ourselves involved in so many other things that stop the circulation that we think that, oh man, I don't know how to make the money. You do know how to make the money. You got to follow the blueprint of what money is, the trails of what money has given you. All right. So raise your virtual hand, 30 seconds or less. I encourage anybody to come up and just share anything that they've gotten. But also while we're doing that, put the answers in the chat, y'all, about the ways to circulate the money. Somebody said IUL. That's right. And when you say investment, what investment? You have to be specific. When you say strategic partnerships, yes, that's true. Which partnerships? I need you to speak in ways that's going to allow you to be specific, because if you want to be prolific, you got to be specific. All right, cool. That's getting ready to wrap up me for the day. But before we go, like I said, 30 seconds or less, who got their hand raised? Apolline, come up here with me and build.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that IUL. It is a beautiful and such an easy way to collect money. So I've been looking at, once you get the IUL, I got it with Nationwide. You could go on the website and you could track how your money is growing. So in the first year, it's gonna grow at a fixed rate of 3.5%. So right now I'm max funding my policy, so I'm just making like a 1,200 monthly, but after that first year, it grows between that 8 to 12%. So, at that point, it's gonna be like $3,000 that I'm just generating just from having money in my policy. So easy circulation.
Absolutely, 100%. Easy circulation. Having products, easy circulation. I just told y'all, I gave y'all an example earlier about a spoon. How many of y'all eat with a spoon? Let me know. How many of you eat with a spoon during the week? Like, how many times do you do it? Like, and some of you eat out. So we don't even want to count how many plastic spoons you done went through, how many plastic forks you done went through. And forget about the knobs. Half of y'all just leave them knobs right in that little plastic bag that it came in. Y'all don't even touch them little plastic knobs. But even that's making money. That's an attachment to the spoon and fork. Even that's making money, right? So literally, you will make money off of anything that other people would love to purchase. Anything. What did I say in the chat? Let me know in the chat, because I still didn't see anybody raise their hand. I see y'all talking about this class was dope, this was fire, but I didn't see anybody come up and say anything. And to me, that's weird. And I told y'all what we're about. We're about creating a community full of love, connectivity, financial prosperity. So when we give you an opportunity to share, you got to come up here and do your part now, right? And talk about it. You might not want to, but you got to talk about it. Let's get some hands up.
Yeah, we got Sophie with her hand raised. What's going on, Queen? I know you gotta cut that camera on though. You know that.
You already know that though.
What's going on, Queen? What's going on?
Okay, sorry guys. I had a really quick Teams call, so I turned it off, but I'm back. I heard almost everything that was said. I wanted to really quick say something about money and why I put a 10 in the chat. It's because listening to Mia and Tracy, I felt like if I had money, I could have done more with my family and actually help my family more when it comes to like their health and certain financial situation that they came into during the COVID period. And for me, there was a time where, while I always love money and I always love making money, it wasn't like my top priority. But it has become my top priority since COVID because I felt like if I had money, I could have done a lot more. And so, thanks for these reminders. For those who are looking for IUL insurance, give me a call, touch base with me. If you need to be added as an authorized user on a credit card, reach out to me as well. So I am going to put this into motion, as Coach Cruz said, and put myself out there because sometimes we just sit in the back and we don't say what value we can bring to the table, and this is a platform that has allowed me to do so thank you guys and reach out.
Real quick, could you tell them what trade lines you have? And I love it because I had a conversation with Sophie and I
Wait,
said,
hold on. I believe we can't do that today because that is
okay,
going to be something that we would love to do this week. So this week coming up, so save that because we want to
Okay.
do it in a way that's more powerful. So just save
Okay.
that for now. Apeline will
Thank
be
you.
reaching out to you on the back end, Sophie, so that way we get all that stuff set up. But other than that, that was great. Everybody send some love to Sophie. Send some love to Sophie in the chat. This is what we're talking about when they say, I'm scared, I'm nervous to be up here, but now we're raising our hands with confidence and coming up and speaking. That's an amazing thing. Great job, Sophie. You're doing great right now. Let's go to one more person, then we're gonna wrap up and close out.
next up we got Queen Angela. Queen Angela. She got the Scully today.
Thank you
Going
so
Angela
on.
much.
said too cold for the
Okay, guys.
headband.
For me, what I thought was phenomenal was the idea of stop. When I didn't even get it that our bills, as in our utilities, the water, the gas, the light, lawn service, all the maintenance of our lives is really a stoppage, is a block. I never thought about that money like that. I think of it as a purpose. We used to think of it as a purpose to live. But if we're just living to survive, we're not living, we're surviving. To thrive, that currency and seeing it go from your hand to an asset, that the asset is providing a service, the service is going to come back and reward me. I was like, it hit like right now. That totally made sense. Did I get that right?
Right, absolutely right. So once again, the money is in your possession to do something with it, to put it in motion. Whatever you decide to put it in motion is going to come back with a reward or a regret. So most people put their money in places that come back with a regret instead of a reward. Understanding where to put your money at is what is going to allow you to get the reward. See, now when you talk about like the gardener or talking about all these different places, that's cool if the money in circulation is already surpassing that. If the money in circulation is not surpassing that, then we call that living above your means, right? So this is why people become victim to what we would call being broke. But we are going to eliminate that with our families and change the generational path. So. All right, so everybody send some love to Queen Angela. Shout out to Angela. Always taking the game and applying it, soaking up the knowledge. Apeline, you want to close out with a few words? Doesn't have to be lengthy. Just kind of, give us a few pointers of what we learned today, and then, we close it up that way.
Oh, I love it, man. Y'all better start calling me Money Magic. I'm the Money Magic man now. Hold up. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So Prue talked about the importance of money, right? So the root word of money being what? Momentum. You got to keep your money in circulation. And it comes down to people, places, and things. So you want to be with the right people, be in the right places, and do the right things when it comes to your money, right? If you do the wrong things with your money, it'll stop the momentum. You do the right things with your money, it's gonna get that flow going. And that's the state that we want to be in. We want to be in that flow state. So the driving force of money is circulation, right? So you know what? Could we close out with some affirmations? Because I want to bring out the Fortune 500s.
Let's get it.
All right. So
Wait,
everybody,
hold on. Last thing. Hold on.
Mhm.
Remember, we have to be doing the work inside of the Luhv Plus app. Each day you should be doing work. Like we were gonna check that because last couple of days we could let y'all slide with that, but I need everybody to be doing their work. So coaches, please make sure your team is doing what they need to do when it comes to the work. You know, the non-negotiables, the goals, the commitments, all of these things are needed. And I haven't seen everybody get into work. V, I want you to step up and be a leader. Like let other people know, talk about it. Talk about the breakthroughs that you've gotten from it. So that way other people can go out and do it because they love you when you get up here and share vulnerably. But what about the work that you're doing that they're not doing, that they can be getting something from that as well? So just remember to do that. We have the group work session at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what I'm going to start doing too is we're going to start having like private meetings where we're just kind of talking and building to see where everybody needs to be at to get them the most experience possible. So whether we put you in positions where you got to go, like I mentioned to V, like and be a leader at something, then hey, we'll do that. But you know, we'll put out information, let y'all know when we're having those private meetings. But today we have the group work session, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Apolline, close it out with some affirmations, and I will see y'all tomorrow in class.
all right, let's get it. And I want to reinforce that. Please do the work because I really haven't been seeing anybody posting their work. And this is not, I said this 2 times already, but for the 3rd time, because you know, they say 3rd time is a charm, right? As this work is for you guys. This work is to help you to improve, to be more organized. It's a lot of people that miss out on progressing just from not having organization, not knowing how to prioritize, not knowing how to time block and really get tasks done, being all over the place, not choosing one thing to do. So all of this work, the daily tasks is all, the purpose of it is to get you in that space. So let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. So I call these the Fortune 500 affirmations. So I am my highest self.
I
I am my highest
I am my
self.
biggest thoughts.
I'm the student and the master.
I'm the
I'm the student and the master.
The student and the master.
Master and the student.
I'm the
The
master.
master and the student.
I'm the master of my time and space.
I'm the master
The master of my time and space.
I act on my ideas.
I act
act
Act on my ideas.
It's a tricky one. Y'all ready? I attract the information and situation to change future generations.
I
I
attract
attract
information and situation to change future
generation.
They make excuses, I make it happen.
They
Make
make
Make excuses, I make it happen.
I take obstacles and make opportunities.
I
I
take
take
Obstacles
to
make opportunities.
I invest in my path.
invest
Invest in my path.
And I don't penny pinch because I'm a mailbox millionaire.
And I don't
I don't penny pinch
Because I'm a mailbox
millionaire.
Hey, family, Fortune 500s. Let's get it.
Oh, have a great day, everybody.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Bet on
All
yourself. Let's bet on yourself another 5% today. Let's get it.
That's right.
That's right.
Peace.